All right,
Hey,
we
Eric, you
almost
using your iPad this week?
it's giving us the countdown
What
here.
happened?
Eric, are you using the iPad this week?
Yeah, I'm using iPad.
Oh, okay, because it looks much clearer than last week.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
using the laptop before, so
Oh.
let's see.
All right, we should be live here. 20 seconds in. All right, it's the We Get Drunk podcast. We're gonna do a few podcasts every week. Like and subscribe. We here. We out here. We're gonna do. This is a podcast for sports fans by sports fans. None of that capping ass ESPN professional nonsense. We get drunk over
Mhm.
here. All right,
Yes,
this
we
week.
do.
Salud.
Facts.
Salute. This week we covering a couple things, but right off the rip, we got to cover before we jump into MLB baseball, NL East. We got to cover what has happened in New York City with our football team. We got one Giants fan in the house, Bad News Cruz, and the rest of us are lowly Jets fans. But
Suffering
we,
lonely J
but
fans.
we own the news this week. Aaron Rodgers, first ballot Hall of Famer, could be on his way to the New York Jets. You up, Eric?
Now,
Tell me,
you could
tell me
take
what
the
you
name
think.
Aaron Rodgers or put Brett Favre, and it's the same thing.
You're not up yet, Joey. Wait your turn. It's Eric's turn.
I mean, hey, all I want is the championship. I haven't seen, because I wasn't born, so I haven't seen my Jets win a championship, and that would just I could die in peace right there when I watch that. And getting Aaron Rodgers guarantees you a big playoff. Like it could be a number one seed. It could be a number one seed. So a home game in MetLife. I wish it was somewhere in New York instead of Jersey. But that I would love that to see that. I'm definitely going to the game if that happens. Definitely. So I
That's
can't
the only
wait.
way you could get me into that horrible stadium again. I was a season ticket holder, um, and all that other stuff. I went to 2 games this year. We went to the last game that they won last season, with the Chicago against the Chicago Bears. That's the last game they won. I think that's the last game they scored a fucking touchdown. No, actually, they scored some touchdowns in Minnesota, but they lost that game. But
Yeah.
if we could get Aaron Rodgers, he's not gonna be around for long. But I don't care, man. I'm gonna take it. I've seen so many bad quarterbacks with the Jets, from Richard Todd, Kenny O'Brien, Boomer Esiason, Browning Nagel, Glenn Foley, Geno Smith, Fitzpatrick, and the worst. Well, I'm not even going to say nothing about Mark Sanchez because he took us to
Don't
two
do
AFC
that.
championship games, and I love Chad Pennington. Everybody knows that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chad. Yeah.
yeah. Chad's
But
the
the
man.
team, but the worst of them all, the worst, is the guy we got now, Zach Wilson. This guy can't throw a screen. A
Nope.
screen.
Nope.
He's horrible. Horrible. So to get away from him and get Aaron Rodgers, I'm ready to do it. I don't give a damn. I'm ready to do it. Ready to rock. I don't give a damn. Um, I don't think we're gonna have to give up that much for him. We're gonna have to pay him, and at the end of the day, my beer is gonna cost what it's gonna cost. My seat is gonna cost what it's gonna cost. I want to see a good player. I want a championship. Plain and simple.
And if he comes with
I
that
agree.
hunger, we should be good.
He's gonna come with the hunger. What you think about that, Bone? You think he's gonna come with the hunger, or
He has to, bro.
is he
If he
gonna
wants
come?
that, he wants that chip. He has to come with a new team. He wants to prove something to himself.
That's
He
right.
will.
Yeah, and he always has this battle, like internally between him and Brett Favre. Like he
Yeah.
always wanted to do better than Brett Favre, and Brett Favre came over here and we were 8-3, and then he got hurt. He didn't tell nobody. He was sending his dick pictures to the cheerleaders, and it was a wrap.
Yep.
And then we didn't even make it to the playoffs. We lost every game after that. So, Joey, your thoughts as a disgusting Giants fan, your thoughts?
Um, hey, you guys need it, man. I won. My team won. I've seen both of them. I've seen two of the four championships. So I'm good. You guys are desperate. You guys need to do whatever you need to do to win. And if that's taking Aaron Rodgers' old ass from Green Bay, do it. But for me, it's you can't give too much for him. He's 38, right?
He's
Yeah.
nah. I think he's
No.
40. He's 40.
Look at that. He's 40 years old. So you're gonna have to pay him the most for the next 2 years. That's gonna hurt your cap. Um, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm on the outside looking in, and that's what I see. I see that you guys are gonna have to give up. Are you gonna have to give up at least a second or third, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that your draft is good, but still, second and third is good. You're gonna have to give up majority of your cap to him, and you're still paying Zach Wilson. You need. There's other things that you need to fix first. Because I'm not saying your team is Super Bowl ready, but it's almost there. Your defense is really good. I wish that the Giants had most of the guys that you have on defense on my team. But it is what it is. But that's basically it. You guys need to think about all of that when you put all your chips in. You have to think about that because he can also retire. What happens if he
Yeah.
plays 1 year and he says, "All right, I'm gone"? You're still gonna get that cap hit.
Yep.
Look, Joey. I mean, the fact of the matter is, when you as bad as the Jets have been, and the guy you have is when you have Zach Wilson as your QB, you got to do everything you can to get somebody else. You can't have a guy that receivers are like this in the middle of the field. What is going on? You're throwing the ball 10 feet high. Last year, I'll just give you an example. Last year on a screen,
He
Denzel
couldn't
Mims
do it.
is 6'2". He misses them by 8 feet. I mean, you got to be Manute Bol to catch the ball from this guy.
Yeah, he couldn't
How
even hit a
me?
check down.
Yeah, he can't hit a check down. And then on the next play, he throws it to Berrios into the dirt. So he's either too high, too low, late, 2 seconds, and he's running backwards, and he's doing this. He's spinning, running backwards, throwing the ball in the middle of the field. It's like, yo, your whole team gets demoralized because of this, because of that guy.
It's horrible.
Nobody wants him to be the quarterback on the team. Look at the tweets that the people on the team are sending. The guys on the team are sending out tweets and saying, "Damn, I hope Rodgers, I hope you come." They guys on the team are saying that, "Yo, I hope we get Rodgers."
Not
So
only that, he won't take blame for his mistakes. He'll blame his teammates.
that's another
Yeah,
one.
that
That's
was
You
another
another
know?
one.
thing.
That killed him, Bone. When he went in
Yeah.
and they said, "Yo, you're gonna take responsibility for that," he's like, no, no. I think I played okay." You played okay.
Uh,
I mean,
It's
come
horrible.
on, bro. I mean that game against the Patriots. After that, you can't put you shouldn't have played him ever again. Imagine at the end of the season they played a dead Joe Flacco instead of him against Miami. They couldn't even watch him play no more. They put in a dead man to
Oh,
in the game. That's ridiculous, bro.
it's sad. It's sad.
It is beyond sad, bro. It is beyond sad. So all right, let's get into what we came here for. Last week we did a podcast that got nixed by YouTube, the scumbags at YouTube, because I guess we curse a lot, we drink too much or whatever. So it is what it is. They nixed our NL East, but that's all right. We'll get back to it at the end of spring training. We got some good stuff coming up. We're gonna do the NL East. Um, we're gonna try a little bit of a different format this week. We're gonna throw it to the guys. They're gonna work the give their predictions from bottom to top, and we'll break it down. Um, we're gonna do that, and we're also gonna at the end of that we're gonna talk a little World Baseball Classic. If y'all haven't noticed already, every guy here is either rooting. I'm rooting for Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico. Everybody else is rooting for Puerto Rico.
Yep, yep. I get my hat tomorrow. I get my cap
Yeah.
tomorrow.
And tonight, Australia's playing Korea. I'm gonna try to watch that game because Korea got a decent hitter on the team that I want to take a look at. But we'll get there when we get there. All right, NL East. You up, Bone? Talk to me about the NL East. What you think about
NL East. All right, I'm gonna give you my order. My order. It's
Okay.
going to be the Mets. Going to take first place.
that? Ooh,
Atlanta second. I got Phillies third. The Marlins fourth, and Nationals fifth. I don't think the Atlanta's gonna be a repeat like they did last year. They were tied for first place with the Mets, but they beat the Mets out because of the series.
yeah,
Yeah.
the head-to-head series.
Yep.
All right,
Phillies, go ahead.
how many wins do you think that will it take to win that division?
Uh, I
The
think
Mets,
the
they
Mets are
won a
gonna
hundred.
have
They won
98 wins.
how many wins did the Mets get last year? 101, right?
101. They
Yeah.
were tied with Atlanta.
Yeah, with Atlanta, 101. How many wins do you think it'll take this year?
I'm gonna give them 98.
98.
It's good. Yeah.
I'll tell you what Vegas got. Vegas got them at 95 and a half. 95 and
Okay.
a half. So you had 98. Atlanta, how
Pretty good.
many wins do you got them at?
96.
96. Whoa, that's a close race. You already know. I'm gonna tell you right now. If it's that close, there's no fucking way the Mets are winning. They will choke like dogs. They will choke like dogs. You already know. You already know. If it's close, they choking. That's facts. That is facts. So,
Yes, they are.
what do you? I mean, what do you think about the Mets and their moves in the offseason? They didn't. They didn't. You know. Go ahead. I'm not gonna say anything. What do you think about their moves?
I mean, Verlander, he's up there in age. Father Times are gonna catch up to you, so you don't know what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, same thing with Max. So if those two hold up, they got a bet. You know, they could take the division.
Now, do
Offense wise, go ahead.
you think the pitch clock is gonna help those two pitchers or hurt them?
I don't know. Max Scherzer already had an issue with that with the clock, and it was only spring training.
Mm.
You know, so
And they also got the Japanese guy, Kode Senga.
he's a relief pitcher, right?
No, he's a starter. Um, he's a starter, and they got Carrasco. They got Carrasco. We know that, and Quintana, who I think is hurt,
Yeah, he is. He got a fractured rib, right?
fractured rib. I think Joey told us
Joey
that news
posted it.
earlier
Yeah,
late last week.
Yeah.
So all right, Bone, you got Mets, Atlanta, Phillies, Nationals.
yeah.
No, Mets,
Ma-
Atlanta, um,
Miami.
Miami,
Yeah,
Phillies, Nationals.
yeah.
Why do you think Miami's gonna beat out the Phillies?
They got talent on that team. Phillies don't have a good defense. They're ranked number 30 in defense. They're not very good in defensive wise.
They weren't
They
very
pick,
good last year though, but
yeah, but they got high at the right time.
Phillies can hit, boy. Phillies can hit, guys.
They got
They
hit.
can
They
hit.
got high in the right time.
Yes, they can.
They can hit. They got guys. They got flat out hit. They can't feel for shit, but
Yeah,
top
they
to
can't.
bottom, they can hit, and they have no relief pitchers, but they got decent starting pitching, and they can hit. That's facts. So you got Miami has a lot of talent. That's true.
Yeah, a lot of young kids.
All right, Miami's numbers. Let me look at Miami's projected numbers. Miami's projected numbers. They got them at 73 and a half.
Yeah,
73 and a half. Wow. That's not good.
I mean,
Washington,
that's better.
Washington, Washington,
Wait,
they
that was
got them
you.
at 60 wins.
Yeah.
What do you say, Eric?
No, you said Miami was 70, 72 and a half?
73 and a half.
70. That's pretty good though. I mean, last year they were 69 and 90, 93. So I think they'll have higher than 73. I think they'll be up there, close to 80, 79 around there. I
Wow.
think I think I think they're gonna be pretty good. I don't want to get into mine yet, but they're gonna be, in the same position where Bone got them.
All right, so we're gonna throw it to you, Eric.
Okay.
What do you got? What do you got?
All right. So I got Phillies winning it, the East. Then
Phillies
I got the
winning the East. Oh
yeah,
shit! Wait a
then I got
second.
the
Wait a second. You got Phillies
then I got
winning
the
the East.
Mets. Then I got the Mets, and then I got Atlanta, and then Miami, and then Washington. So the Philly, I like the hitters, man. They got really good hitters. Um, I know that their pitching is so, but you know, sometimes hitting outdoes the pitching. So you know, you got you
Man,
got you still got Castellanos who's pretty good last year.
he can
Bryce
hit. He
Harper,
can't feel
you
for
know
shit.
him.
He can't feel for. He can't feel at all.
He can, but they last year they did a little experiment and it worked out for them.
They
They
sure
made
did.
him play closer to center field because he was good on the balls to his glove side. So what happened was whenever the ball was hit, you know, to right field, he was always on his glove side. He makes the play, and that's why in the World Series, you seen those plays he was making.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
That
so
was good, Eric.
I mean I give it to the Phillies coaching staff. They did a real nice job of helping him out play the field better. I mean, let's see what happens this year, but I still got him number one. They got pretty good hitters. Kyle
They,
Schwarber also.
I mean,
Also,
Schwarber, and they added Trey Turner.
and there you
Yeah, they
go.
did.
They added Trey Turner,
Mm-hmm.
who's a
Yeah,
legit ball player, a
you
legitimate
know,
ball player.
a real leadoff hitter.
Yeah, a real leadoff hitter. He's an instant double. He gets on base as an instant double.
And even if like he gets a single, he's guaranteed to get a stolen
Yeah,
base. But now with the new bases,
yep. That's what I'm saying.
also
He's an instant double. He gets a walk. He's on second. That's for sure.
yeah, also the pitchers can't throw it to first base twice, more than twice. If they
Yep.
do, that's the balk. So
Yeah.
he's gonna have chances to steal. He might have like at least 30, 40 stolen bases this year. He
So
stays healthy.
that's a team that scored a ton of runs. They could hit, and now with these offensive rules, they
It's
they
helping
can
them.
they can really cause some damage. Because if
Hmm.
you look at the Mets lineup, let's go through the Mets lineup because everybody's picking the Mets. I mean, who they didn't add anything in their lineup. They re-signed Brandon Nimmo, who's never healthy,
Yeah.
and I hate him, so fuck him. I don't care about him at all. Um, Daniel Vogelbach, who they got last year at the trade deadline,
I didn't
who's
even know he was still there.
yeah. To be honest with you, he may die of a heart attack by the end of spring training. He's 300 pounds. Forget about him. Forget about Daniel Vogelbach. I mean, I'm not gonna go through it right now because I'll go through it when I go up. I'm after you, Eric, but I don't.
Yeah.
A lot of people are calling the Mets out as they're the super team, and I'll be honest with you, man. That not getting Lindor hurt them bad. That hurt them bad.
Correa.
No,
Correa,
by
sorry,
Correa.
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 Yeah.
Not getting
Yeah.
Correa hurt them bad.
Yeah.
Bad leg and all. I would have took Correa. All right, I'm up. So I'm gonna go. I'm going Atlanta. They've been the
Mm-hmm.
kings of that division. They've been the kings. I'm going to take Atlanta. I'm taking the Phillies second. Mets third. Mets
Okay.
third. I give them no respect as usual. Miami. They're going to be fighting it out with Miami and the Washington Nationals, who are basically an expansion team. They're horrific. They got nothing going for them. Other than bad contracts, they got nothing going for them. And they got Luke
Yep.
Voigt on their team, who
Oh, forget about it.
I can't stand him. Any team he's on, I'm rooting against. So, and I'll give you the reasons why. Look, the Mets have Brandon Nimmo, Starling Marte, two guys that are never healthy, ever. They've never played a full season. These are their two top bats starting up top. Lindor and Alonso, I give them credit. Good players, they can hit. Jeff McNeil, the wannabe Paul O'Neill, he ain't it. He stinks. Screw him. Daniel Vogelbach, you already know my feelings on him. I mean, he might need a pacemaker by
Yeah.
the middle of the season.
Forget
Mark
about it.
Hanna, please. Mark Hanna. I'm not gonna say nothing about him. He's whatever. He don't in a big spot. Mark Hanna is not. I'm not letting Mark Hanna beat me. Put it that way. I'm not worrying about Mark Hanna.
No,
Pete Alonso, Lindor. I'm worried. I'm not worrying about Mark Hanna at the bottom of the lineup. I'm not worrying about him. He's a mid-level player at best. Eduardo Escobar, come on,
no, no.
please. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not
it's not even worth it.
another guy that I don't need much in the scouting report. Right, throw it up and in, low and away, and he's out. He's easy out. No
That's
big
it.
deal with him. The catcher, they have Tomas Nido. Who? Tomas
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nido. Yes, him. And Omar Narvaez, who they got. I think he played for the Milwaukee Brewers. Um, and the only playing time he got it was when he was running the race against the sausage in the the bratwurst in the stadium. That's the only time he got any playing time, and he lost those races too. He stinks. Um, I'm not worried about him. On the bench, they got who they get? Tommy Pham.
yeah.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
well, I mean, Tommy Pham could throw down. He got hands. That's about it.
Uh,
So,
yeah.
and because he clocked a couple dudes out last year because they owed him some bread.
Was it Jock Peterson?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yep.
if you owe Tommy Pham some money, that's the only kind of action you'll get. That's the only thing he's good for. You know, don't play dominoes or cards with Tommy Pham and owe him
No.
any money. You know what I'm saying? That's the only guy they really got that I think helps them on the bench. They're pitching. They got Verlander up top, who's, again, you never know when Father Time is going to you know, reach his limit with this guy. You never know. He's a great pitcher. Can't take it away from him. He's done it
Can't
over and
take.
over again, even after injuries. You can't take it away from him. Um, he came in uh, silent, but then his girl had to talk about that she does. The Mets don't boo their own players. And for her, if she's watching this podcast or when it gets to her, she can go fuck off because she's a washed up model. She never been a supermodel, and she's
Don't forget, don't forget, his brother's always on the knees for Otani right now.
yeah. There you go, boom. So he could. That's another thing. So his washed up model wife could go fuck herself and go root for a real team. So that's all I got to say about him and her. So I don't really care about that. Max Scherzer, the last time I saw Max Scherzer, he was crying off the mound after getting smoked for seven runs against the mighty San Diego Padres while
We
he
was, remember, Eric,
folded.
remember we were in Hooters.
Yes, while
Yep.
you guys were in Hooters, I was.
We were in
I think I
Hooters.
was in some Hooters that night, and I was having a good
Yeah.
time because I was laughing all night long when he folded like a house of cards. Big game, and he folded.
we,
I
we we had somebody that left the chat, right?
Oh yeah,
He's
we
not
had
even
to.
here right now.
He booted himself off the chat. But
Yeah.
You know it.
before, when he was driving to the stadium, he had a lot to say in his car. He had the missing brother in the We Get Drunk podcast tonight. Shout out to Franklin. His baby is his baby's birthday, so he couldn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
But he has a lot to say about the Mets, and you guys will see. You guys will see it throughout the season. He had a lot to say. But when they lose, he doesn't really have much to say at all. He probably won't be on the podcast after yet another choke job by the Mets this season. He
After
will
April,
go.
he won't be on after April.
No, he will after they win the April and May championships. He won't be on. As I call it every year, they'll be up, and this is another prediction. They'll be up 8 games in the middle of August, to the Atlanta Braves, and the Braves will come back and chase them down again, chase them down, and boot them into third place while the Phillies come up and get those bats hot and take second place. Um, I got Miami at like Eric said, I got them around 79, 80 wins. I think they're gonna be better than what people think. They got a lot of young talent there. They got really good starting pitchers, hard throwers, and a great bullpen. So
Yeah.
um they got a lot they if they could get those bats going, they could cause some damage. They can make some noise. Not saying they're gonna win a division or nothing like that, but they could take some teams out. They're a good team. The Nationals, they don't. They're just. I mean, why even suit up? They're terrible. Um.
I
So
mean, did they collapse or they on a rebuilding
they just got too
stage?
many. They got so many bad contracts, guys. I don't even think they could rebuild.
They got condemned.
Yeah, I think they're condemned. Yeah. All right, Joey, it's on you, Joe.
Um, well, I think I'm gonna go Gary's route. I got Atlanta winning. I got the Mets second. I got the Mets and Phillies tied for second, and then I have Miami and Washington. I really like the Phillies team, but I don't think they could play against Atlanta. I think Atlanta they lost uh, uh Darnbury Swanson, right?
Yeah, Dansby
Yeah,
Swanson.
Dan's we
For the
Swanson.
Yeah, he's not,
yeah,
but the shortstop, what is his name? Vaughn Grissom. He's a really good young shortstop. You know,
yep,
I
good
do
hitter.
like Atlanta,
Good hitter.
man. They
He's good.
also got Sean Murphy from
Oh
Oakland.
yeah.
That was a
Yep.
good move. I wanted him on the Yankees. He's a
So did
good,
I.
you know,
Good move.
you
Good
know.
call
As
out,
long as
Joey.
Acuna could stay healthy, Atlanta's winning that division. I don't think the Mets have a chance. To me, my whole thing is they got two 40-year-old pitchers. They could break down any minute. After that, who else do they have?
yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Quintana already broke down. I mean,
Yeah,
Carrasco was good last year, but the year before that, he was trash. He could
yeah,
go back to his old ways, and he's a pitcher that when he has it, he could give you six solid innings. When he doesn't have it, it's a wrap. Now,
yep.
if you get to the Mets bullpen, and we didn't touch on that, if you get to the Mets bullpen, you're gonna be in you're gonna be in some trouble. The Mets bullpen is really really good.
See,
Um,
but can Diaz repeat from last year?
of
That's
course
that's
not.
that's one
Yeah,
of the things that I was saying. Can he repeat from last year?
we know that Diaz is gonna get the saves in April, May, June, July. When it comes down to crunch time, right, and the
Yep.
music starts coming on, he folds. Right, he
Yeah.
folds like a house of cards. That guy leads the
Plus,
league. He leads the league in pointing up, thinking it's a fly ball, and it's
yeah.
70 row. It's the ball 70 rows deep into the bleachers. It's not a
But
fly
also,
ball. It's gone.
he's they're gonna have him start. He's starting early because he's gonna be ramping it up for the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah,
That's another thing. A lot of these teams have a lot of guys that are going to be in the World Baseball Classic, and especially if they're pitchers, they're going to be throwing way past where they should be at that point. I mean, it's good. Of course, it's good for Puerto Rico, but the Mets are paying him. So if he's going to go in and he's going to be throwing 98, 99, getting big outs in March, is he going to have that in October?
he never has it in October, Joe.
I was about to say that he never had it.
I don't
Yeah,
know what he throws the ball. He
Yeah.
never has it in October. He never has
Nope.
it in October. They asked him to that closeout game last year to just hold the game down, and he
Yeah.
gave up runs. He
Yep.
he folds under pressure. I got no trust in him. None. The the Atlanta Braves are all also getting Mike Soroka back. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah, he was good.
like me, he tore his Achilles in 2020, and let me tell you, that's a terrible injury, and he's coming back. Good for him. So he's gonna help. Max Fried, Kyle Wright, Charlie Morton, Spencer Strider, Ronald
good
Acuna
rotation.
Jr.,
They got a good
Austin
rotation.
Riley, Matt Olson. I mean, tell
Yo,
me
he
where I'm
Matt
going off.
Olson played every game last year.
Yeah, tell me where I'm going crazy here with by picking the Atlanta,
They
the
got
Atlanta.
Michael Harris in center.
I
Austin
just think
Riley
they're
played
better.
really good third base for them last year. You know, I mean,
Ozuna,
tell
Ozuna's
us
a good
where we're
player.
wrong.
Yeah, somebody tell me where we're wrong that we're picking Atlanta here. I don't see it.
I'm
I don't
wrong for
Rosario
not
in left
picking him.
field.
I don't
I
see
mean,
it.
I just
And
see that they're not gonna be healthy. That's why I didn't really pick them because I don't think they're gonna be healthy. I mean, Olsen played 162 games last year. I don't think he's
they
gonna
might
play
catch up.
162 this year.
Yeah,
And
they
they
got hit
had
with the injury bug.
yeah, and Danby Swans, and he played 162 also, and he's no longer there. So you gotta find some way. Acuna can't get is always hurt, and Alves is always
He's in and out. He's in and out.
Yeah,
So it's that's why I put them number three because I wasn't really sure about them, and I don't think they're gonna stay that healthy. Their pitching staff wasn't healthy either. They had a good pitching staff. Trust me, the Fires was real good. So until he got tired a little bit, and he had to put him down for a little bit. So their bullpen is not great either.
So what you're
yeah,
saying is that all the games that they played last year might catch up to them this year.
Of course, yes, 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 they will.
It could
Especially
happen.
Olsen. Olsen played every game for them, every game, and
It
he's
could
their
happen.
first baseman. You know,
yeah.
So what do you think it would take the Mets to get over the top and beat Atlanta? What will be the key thing?
I think they got to
Um,
be more consistent. They got to be more consistent in their bullpen, their hitting, and their pitching. I mean, it's all of it. Because their hitting was on for like a week, crazy hitting, and then it's just like the Yankees. That 1 week we wasn't hitting.
yeah. They're hot one
I
week
mean,
and cold the
our
next.
pitches
Yeah,
was always there. Like our starters was consistently giving up 3 runs, and that's the best. If you give up 3 runs, you good, because then we supposed to score 5 runs.
yep.
We
Yeah,
supposed to score 5 runs no matter what. So if the Mets have that consistent hitting, they might
I
they
mean,
might battle.
I'm gonna call it out right now. For the Mets to win, Pete Alonso's got to have a big year, and I'm not talking like a big year like 33 home runs. I'm talking 45 plus, 130 RBIs,
Hmm.
130 RBIs, 110 runs scored. I'm talking MVP type year. He's got to carry that lineup. I
Yep.
mean carry them.
he got hit
Him,
like he did his rookie year.
yeah, a year like that, he's got to really carry them. If not, they're just gonna fold again. They're just gonna fold again because I don't. Again, I'm not worrying about Jeff McNeil and Mark Cannon. If I'm dependent on those guys, you in trouble already. You in trouble. Now on the
Yep.
flip side, like you said, Eric, with Atlanta, they got to get Acuna. He's got to play. He's got to play
Yep.
baseball, and he's got to stop being a problem in the locker room.
Yeah, but didn't
Don't
he
get me
request a
wrong.
trade?
Yeah, I'm all for him coming to the Yankees, no doubt. He could be a problem
Yeah,
over here. I don't give a fuck. But um, he doesn't seem to like Atlanta. First, he gets into problems with Freddie Freeman. He hates him, right? Now he's having trouble with I don't know who in the locker room. It's like you can't make the guy happy. So I'm
Yeah.
not sure, and he's the best player on the team. So when your best
yep,
player is not happy and wants out, that could hurt your team in a big way.
yeah.
So
You're bringing negative energy to that team now.
yeah, and again, he's a guy that does not play a lot. When you're gonna talk like that, you gotta play every day. How you gonna go to Olson and complain about Olson when he's there 162 games out of the year?
Yeah.
You know,
He was a bright spot for them last year at first
absolutely,
base.
absolutely. So, all right, we did the NL East. Real quick points on the Yankees. Real quick news. Judge playing left field today, right?
Yep.
Judge playing
Yeah.
left field. That's to. I'm thinking that's to get Giancarlo some at bats in right field
Right field, yes, I'm
Yes.
playing right field. Yes.
Yeah.
because we got Bader out there.
Yep.
Um, I like it. I like that move. Anything to not see Aaron Hicks. Uh, is Aaron Hicks gonna get cut? Is he gonna get? What are we gonna do with this guy? He dropped another ball the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another
The first play of the game.
yeah.
First play of the
Yeah.
game.
That's two in spring training. Two. What are we gonna do with this guy?
I don't
I don't
even want
know.
to talk about him.
Yeah.
He's
I
gonna be
don't.
he's gonna be in the bench a lot.
It's gonna be the same thing from last year.
Yeah. Because the kids are showing off. They're making noise for themselves.
Yeah,
You know.
but we
So
Willie
only have
Calhoun, Rafael Ortega, they
yeah.
killing it too.
I'm telling
yeah.
you, like we got guys and not enough roster spots.
I
He's the
mean,
odd man out. I mean,
Yeah.
him and IKF. What?
the
Yeah.
Yankees could buy him out like they bought out A Rod. They could buy him out. A Rod was
Yeah.
more money than what he's owed to Hicks.
I think that's a possibility. They got to do something because right now he's just taking up a roster spot. He's not beating anybody out, guys. This just
No.
is he can't beat it. He does. He is terrible. He's
Yeah.
got to go.
He
IKF.
lost he lost a lot of confidence in himself, man. You could see it. His body language
Yeah.
says it
He's
all.
not confident.
Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, he's very. It looks like he's been confident at the buffet table. I tell you that.
I noticed that too. He put on some weight.
I
It
mean,
looked like his golf swing was really,
yeah. I
confident in
mean,
that.
he must be eating a lot in his depression. You know, because he's put on at
The,
least
the
15 extra
crazy thing is,
pounds.
we want to like him. We want to like him.
I want a good
It's
player. That's it. I don't
yeah.
care. I don't care who it is. A
If
productive player.
we would have had the 2017 2018 Aaron Hicks, I'll take it.
Yeah.
But after that catch, he hasn't been the
Yeah.
same, bro. He been hurt constantly now.
Hmm.
It's not the
I think
same.
Cabrera's taking that. He's taking left field. Cabrera's taking
I
left
think
field
so
from him.
too. And he showed off
Yeah.
today in center field.
And center
And center
field.
field.
Yeah.
Yeah, making a
I mean,
diving catch. So
he hits, he catches everything, he plays hard, he gives energy. Everyone likes him. He puts up good at bats, even when he does strike out. It's a quality at bat. He knows what he has an idea of what he's doing. He makes the
Yeah.
pitchers throw pitches.
Hmm.
He knows the zone.
yep.
How are you going to send this guy back?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
But that's what we want, though. We want players to give us that tough. Oh, do we cut them? Do we send them down? That's what we want, and we got it. There's at least 5 left fielders that we have right now that can play left field, other than Aaron Hicks, and that's great. That's great. That means it's going to give Aaron Boone the opportunity to see where his mind is. If he's going to go with Aaron Hicks,
Now, Joey,
or is he going to?
you're so confused with Aaron Boone. Aaron Boone does not do any. He does what they tell him to do. It comes
Yeah.
into the MacBook. He gets the iMessage. Aaron, you must play this. You must do this. That's all he does. That he checks his watch. He has a nice watch. Checks his watch. Okay, go guys. Let's go. That's it. Aaron Boone doesn't make the lineups. If you make
Now
an
you think
lineup, you would have never played Aaron Hicks. He wouldn't have been on the playoff roster. He wouldn't have been nowhere. I mean, there's just no shot. No shot.
Yeah.
And there was no shot.
If I was running the team, Donaldson would have to go.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
IKF has to
We
go
forgot
because
about that bubble.
I got really upset last year at Donaldson. What you were saying with Edwin Diaz always pointing up when he thought it was a pop when there's a home run. This
Yeah.
guy always pointing, strutting, thinking it's a home run. It's a pop fly to
Yeah, it's a
center
pop
field.
fly.
Oh
W.
God, that guy was
I
stressing
mean,
me out.
he is the epitome of WTP, warning track power.
Yeah,
I mean, I never saw a guy loaf around the bases for thinking it's a home run and it's a measly can of corn to left center.
It barely
Horrible.
made the freaking wall. Yeah.
Now the thing with him is that he has a fantastic glove.
Yep.
He has a
That's the
fantastic
only upside. That's the only upside with him. He
yeah.
got a glove.
He has a
They're-
fantastic glove. I'm concerned though. I'm concerned with a couple players. Donaldson is one, and LeMahieu. I'm concerned. He looks bad, guys. He's looked bad. He's looked
I mean,
bad.
he was hitting the other day.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. The other day he got on base, he was
Yeah.
hitting.
Yeah, he's hitting, but I mean, he doesn't look. Well, maybe his legs aren't under him yet. He doesn't
Yeah.
look.
Remember, he started late. He started playing late.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he might be a little out of shape.
Yeah.
Again, his legs under him because he looks stiff to me out there. But I think
So that's
he
why
hopefully he'll
Cabrera
hit.
makes the team. I think for me, Cabrera makes the team for that reason because he can play the infield and he can play the outfield. You know, so and I think that's why they never traded Gleyber because with that, if they was sure that LeMahieu was healthy, they would have shipped Gleyber a long time ago, but they didn't because they knew that reason. They needed somebody to play second base.
And I have a question now. You think Anthony Volpe made a statement?
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
And
100%.
Peraza, you cannot send those guys down. I
Peraza
told you
has to
these
be
guys
the
already
starting
last year.
shortstop.
I told you these guys already last year.
Yeah.
We might have the youngest bench in the league.
No, he's not a bench player. He's a starter. You got to start him.
Okay, no, but I'm saying, because knowing Aaron Boone, he wants his old guy. He wants
Yeah, of
IKF
course.
to start as short.
We need
Donaldson to play
we need
third.
the veterans. We got to have
Yeah,
the
yeah,
veterans
yeah.
there.
And they
Even though
have
they
Hicks
strike
in
out
left
four
field
times.
too. So
Yeah,
yeah,
but this guy put on weight. He's looking to hit home runs now. IKF.
yeah,
Oh God.
yeah.
I mean,
You know.
I don't know why the deal with the Dodgers isn't done yet, but there's no way that guy's on the roster. To do what? To do
Yeah.
what?
He's
He's a
another
goal.
one with
They
confidence.
were
His
talking him playing
confidence
him in the outfield.
done.
He
Oh
can't play
yeah.
now. He is. I don't know. I don't know what happened the year he won a Gold Glove, but they
That
must
was
have
at
been
Third
third
giving him,
base.
base.
He was third
giving him out
base.
like candy because he's awful.
It was a short season. That was 2020.
No wonder
What?
he's
Oh yeah, man.
awful, guys. I mean, you guys know, and
Yeah.
especially in the big spot. In a big spot, he is. He'll make an error on a bad throw. I mean, how many times last year did he do that? How many times in the
Yeah,
playoffs did he
Especially
do that?
cost us
especially
games.
a Garrett Cole game.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mm.
Yep.
Every time Garrett Cole will pitch
It's a
and he's
miracle
doing good.
Garrett Cole hasn't said get this guy off my team because he keeps fucking blowing my games. There's games where we were winning 2-0, 3-0, and he's in the sixth, seventh inning cruising, and here comes IKF, bob ball, get a guy on base, and the next at bat, home run.
Yep.
Home run.
yep.
Exactly. Over and over and over. That's what I'm telling you. Big spot. In a big spot, he has been atrocious. He was horrible, guys. So I'm not a fan of his at all. And I don't know why he hasn't been shipped out yet. So that's just me. But we going off on the Yankees here, as we usually
Yeah,
do.
I
man.
Because
mean,
we're all Yankee
with
fans.
with the problem with the Yankees, they're always playing safe. Fucking
Yeah,
take chances, bro. You got
yeah.
talent, bro. Bring those kids up.
Look at Seattle. They took a chance with that Julio Rodriguez, and it worked out
Yeah.
great for them.
Yep.
Houston with Pena, it worked out great for them. Just do it. Just do it already. Don't worry about this. We're the Yankees. We go in there. If we play right, that stadium is going to be packed regardless. Everyone's going to go there. All of us are going to buy new hats, new gear. If God forbid the Yes Network says, "Oh, we're going to do a Yes Network plan and we're going to charge $80 a game just to stream it," I bet you we're the dumb idiots that are going to buy it.
Oh, I'm idiot number
That's
one. Of
it.
course,
It's a fact.
of
It's a
course,
fact.
of
You
course,
know, because
of
MLB
course,
Network is
of
trash.
course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
that's
then
what I gotta use right here.
The Yes Network is a joke. It's. I mean, but imagine having to pay for the SNY network. Oh my God, that's a
Good thing I
even
don't.
bigger joke. Um, the biggest joke is paying for to watch the Knicks. That plan, $10 a game.
Yeah, that was a little crazy.
The
That's crazy.
to
I didn't
watch
know
a,
it was $10 a game.
to watch a
Yeah,
team that has been horrific my entire life.
So it's not $10 a season; it's $10
No,
a
$10
game.
a game.
$10 a game. I
A
think they
game.
did like a special, I think you pay three and change for the year instead of the because there's 82 games, so
That's
but still that's a lot.
that's like the NBA pass though. Like
Yeah,
what kind of I mean you can't watch your local teams anyways,
Exactly.
but
See,
still,
that's the good thing. When I was in DR, when I was living in DR, it would actually be cheaper for me and DR to watch all my teams because I was out of network, right?
yeah.
yeah,
I was out of the blackout zone, and
The region, yeah.
yeah, you just pay for the league pass or the MLB on deck, and boom, MLB TV, and I get every team. So now I'm gonna have to pay for Yes Network, whatever they're gonna charge me to watch Yankee games, and I'll have to pay for the MLB package so I can watch the Giants.
Wait, the Yes is charging too now?
They soon enough they're gonna start that.
yeah.
Oh,
Soon
Yeah,
enough,
they will. Yeah, they
soon
will.
enough.
Like everybody else is doing it, so they want to, you know, get extra money also.
Yeah,
I
so
don't I don't blame them.
in sports alone, I'm gonna have like an $800 bill for the season
Sheesh,
just to watch baseball.
that's crazy.
Eh, Not to change subject, but Eric, just to let you know, Kevin Durant slipped on the court pregame on a wet spot, and he's out for tonight's game.
Oh,
Oh
I'm not.
man,
I can't even make that shit up. I can't even
that's
make it up.
crazy.
oh man, and I'm rocking the KDs today. I'm rocking the KD today, baby.
You're
There
gonna
goes the
sleep
KD,
now
I'm
with
Gary
your
wearing
shirt.
Jinx.
the KDs.
There goes the Gary Jinx.
Oh man, that's something we gotta go over on the pocket. Not today, but if people don't know out there, I am the biggest jinx in the history of mankind. If I like a team, go against me. Anything that I like, go against me. This is why I do. You'll see this. The folks on the as we pick up steam here, we get subscribers. People have to understand that I throughout the season, I do what we call the Gary reverse jinx. We do the reverse jinx, and I've tried
yeah.
everything. I've tried santeros. I've tried psychics. I've tried voodoo. I've tried everything. Nothing could get this sports jinx off of me. I've tried. So this is why I go reverse. No, I don't want Aaron Rodgers. No, the Yankees stink. I no, I get because as soon as I say something is over with. I mean, if I like my favorite player, I never say is Aaron Judge. Never. It's somebody else. It's
Aaron
it's,
Hicks.
Sounds about right.
it's Aaron Hicks or Josh Donaldson. So 'cause if I like Aaron Judge tomorrow is gonna tear he's gonna tear every ligament in his body.
God
So
forbid. God fucking
so I am the jinx of all jinxes. All right, fellas. Any last words? We wrap this one up. We went over the NL East. The feeling is, at least my last words, the feeling is that Atlanta is going to take it out of the NL East. I know Bone had the Mets, but the rest of us had Atlanta. Um, and I'm super happy about that. This
As
It's
a
gonna
continues,
be a
Phillies.
tight race. It's gonna
yeah,
be a tight race in the East.
this continues what I always want every season is for the Mets to suck. Every season, that's exactly what I want, and they
And
all
that's what
Maybe
we all want.
and so we all want.
maybe I just jinxed the Mets. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. Bo might be doing a reverse jinx. And we want the Mets to lose in the worst possible way. The worst
Oh,
way. They'll do
that
another
wild card was. That
they'll do
wild card
another
game
choke
was.
job, another 10-game lead choke job. They'll go into the
so,
playoffs and get demolished like they did last year. I
so we can
mean,
hear Frank and go, oh, you guys haven't won since
But let
2009.
I
Yeah,
know,
but let
yeah.
everyone know. Let everyone know. We never talk about the Mets because you know
No.
why? We don't care.
Yeah,
But
it's beneath
the
us.
guy
It's
that's
beneath us.
missing, the guy that's missing is the biggest instigator, and he'll come and he'll talk. As soon as they win game one, we're going to the championship,
Well,
and he'll jinx it.
his championships are in April, May, and the Yankees Met series, the Subway series. That's when his those are his championships. If they win a game against the Yankees in the middle of June, while the Yankees are 15 games up in the standings and they're up
That's
10
the
games
World
in the
Series.
standing, that's his World Series. He's ready to crown them. He's
And
having
so
a
don't
good
Guarantee it.
don't
I
think that
guarantee it.
we do it on purpose. It's there's a reason behind it.
yeah.
There's a reason behind it.
Him, and then when they choke like they do every year, and I call it every year, he's silent. You don't hear from him for weeks. And then you
No.
hear the mariachi, and then what happens? Done. Edwin Diaz spits it up again. So I don't
Hmm.
want to hear no bands. I don't want to hear no horns, no nothing. They will suck again and lose again.
I can just see it now. Well, you guys haven't won since 2009, so
Yeah.
I don't care.
And
I
you
mean,
guys haven't won since '86. So what are you
yeah,
saying?
he hasn't seen a championship in his entire life. In his life, I know
Bad.
that as a Jets fan, I haven't seen nothing
I
but
feel
terrible
so bad
losses.
for him. Ooh.
I mean,
Yeah.
nothing but terrible losses. The Jets have invented new ways to lose. New the spike game. We never even saw shit like that. But they
No,
invented
because
new ways to lose.
you're gonna bring up the worstest one ever
I
though.
mean, butt fumbles, running into
Here
the
we
back of
go.
the offensive
And we
line.
were there for that one.
Yeah,
We were
we were
there for
there.
that one.
Thank God we were drunk though.
Yeah, yeah.
We were drunk, having a
I
good
see
old time.
ghosts. I see ghosts. I see
Yeah,
ghosts.
ghost
Oh yeah.
games. I mean, you can't even make it up, bro. You can't even make it up. You know, our quarterback last year uh, runs out of the pocket in a preseason game and dislocates his knee for no reason. Trying to make a play in
Terrible.
preseason, first game of preseason, first drive, throws an
Like
interception. Second drive, he tears he does he breaks his knee. I mean, you can't even make it up, bro. It's every
Hmm.
year.
like I said, man, it's the Joe Namath's curse. Curse.
Well, we'll see what Aaron
According to my
Rodgers comes in here.
according to my
12.
father, according to the OG, that he's the reason why we all are connected. The OG, he, according to him, Joe Willie Namath sold his soul to the devil to win the Super Bowl against the Baltimore
The
Colts.
Colts,
Yeah, the Baltimore Colts.
1969, Super
Jesus,
Terrible.
Bowl three.
my God. And since then, we've done nothing.
And
Absolutely
according
nothing.
to him, he wanted me to bring this up. He said he saw Joe Willie. He's in perfect health.
Oh,
Perfect,
he's
Oh
never
my
perfect health.
god.
dying.
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go with the Giant fan over here. Here we go.
He's a fucking vampire, that bastard, and he will never die. And he
Nah.
but
Make it
but
Medicare commercials.
think about this. We may have a new number 12. So maybe that reverses the whole jinx, the whole
Come on,
devil
let's be
worship.
serious. Would you give him 12?
He said he'll do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Joe
give him
Willie will
12.
do it.
Yeah, he
Joey,
said he'll do it.
I'm
No,
at
but
the
I'm asking you as a Jet fan, the history, number 12, you would give it to him.
yeah, I give him to I don't care about history right now. I want to win. I
Yeah,
don't care
I
about
want a
no
chip.
Exactly.
history.
I want to see a chip
I
before
said
I
that in the
die.
beginning.
Exactly. I don't care about no history no more. I don't care.
Nothing.
I don't care.
I want to win.
Yeah, I want to win, and it'd be nice if we won without that horrific uniform that we have, that garbage uniform that we have.
I
But you
hate
know
it,
what?
bro.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take anything. That all black uniform, that piece of shit
You
uniform,
guys are like the Mets. You got so many uniforms.
and they're all loser uniforms. That's one thing when Franklin saved himself from that. I was gonna tell him, what uniform are you gonna wear during that 10 game losing streak in August when you spit it up again, when you choke again? Is it gonna be the black one, the orange one? Which one? Which ugly one are you gonna pick out of a bunch of ugly uniforms? So anyway, we're gonna leave it at that, fellas. All right, next week We're gonna continue the baseball. We're gonna talk a little WBC and whatever else comes to mind. Everybody out there, get yourself a nice cold drink and get drunk with us. Let's go
That's
That's
it.
Puerto
right.
Rico. Let's go
Let's go
DR.
Puerto Rico.
Let's go Puerto Rico. That's right.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace
Later.
out.
Love you, my brothers.
Later.
Right.